Hello, hello, salut. I am the Rasta Witch. Here's where we learn the way of the Yan Sui Rasta, which is to say, my kind of Ital. Please subscribe and begin your own kind of Yan Sui witchcraft. All roads lead to Rome. Home. Okay, so today we're gonna start going over the cards. We're gonna go over the ace of each suit. The ace, so we start at remember the numbers correspond, which are the minor arcana. The minor arcana correspond to the numbers on the Sephirot in the Tree of Life of the Kabbalah. So number 1 is Keter. It's the top of the tree. Keter means crown, so the crown chakra, the jata, the dreadlocks. It's the beginning of the journey. Going from number 1 to number 10 is going from the idea all the way through the steps of creation until something's manifest. So number 1 is the very beginning. So all of these cards are about the beginning. It's the seed. Aces are also called the roots of the powers of the elementals. Each is charged with the potency of its element. They are positive omens, by all means. As the root, it indicates a change of circumstance, setting up a new train of events. They are therefore like seeds, a bulldozer with premature zeal, the beginning, that you're not stuck. So yeah, the number 1 isn't really represented. Oh, I'm casting a shadow. Okay, I didn't word that very good. The number 1 is represented. It's just not called the number 1. It's called aces. There are some tarot decks that would call it the 1, you know. And okay, so we're gonna start with the 1 of Wands. We're gonna do this since we're into the Kabbalah. So we'll do this in the order of the tetragram. Okay, so in the tetragram, I call it the tetragram because I'm a big fan of Eliphaz Levi. Most people call it the tetragrammaton. But Yod is the first letter of the tetragram. So something you might want to notice is, look, they all have Yods in it. There's a Yod, the Hebrew character Yod. There's a Yod. And these leaves are really Yods. That's why they're floating around like that. So the Hebrew character Yod is a spark. It's like the light bulb above the head, the idea. It also can mean sperm. Of course, in creating a baby, sperm is the first step, the twinkle in your dad's eye. So the Ace of Wands, really you'll see the Yod it's kind of just a theme in ace cards. But so Wands represents fire of the elemental signs, fire, water, air, and earth. Teen Mu, the Chinese goddess of lightning, the source of spirit, you know, creating something out of nothing, having the vision to see a possibility and being able to turn it into reality. You know, so one thing you notice with all the wand cards, whether it's a wand or a sword, it's always like a hand holding something, you know. So it's like this is a wand just waiting for you to grab it, you know. See, and this is a baton. It's like the baton that they hand each other in in the Olympics, you know. You know, and this is a wand. See, so there are wands just floating there. Because the aces, the number 1 Keter it's the beginning. So these all represent like the seed, you know. So, and wands is like fire energy. So it's creativity. It's like I will blank blank blank. It's the natural force as opposed to the invoking force. You know, making a power decision for yourself and moving on. You know, you can do it. You know, hell yeah, go for it. You know, pulling ideas out of thin air, the spark, a new baby, a lusty action. Fire energy is lusty. You know, making a baby sexy. You know, it's action oriented. It's the beginning of a dream, but it's action oriented. You gotta do something about it. It's just a short little beginning point of time. And if you overthink it and you try to intellectualize it emotionally or anything like that, the moment will be lost. It's action oriented. You know, just say yes. You know, get out there and do it. You know, spice up your current relationship. You know, take it off the back burner. You know, but keep your idea secret. It's the beginning of the idea, you know. Seize the moment. All the ace cards are about seizing the moment, you know. Some powerful things from the card. If you look at these yods, they're in the shape of the Sephiroth in the Tree of Life. See? Keter, Kokma, Bina, you know, Tiferet, Jabura, Kesed, you know, you can see it's the 10 Sephiroth, you know. Because the Sephiroth, it's about the creative force. It's taking it from number 1 to number 10, you know. So it's the potential of where the idea can go, you know. And notice all the red colors, you know. The reds and yellows, that's like fiery. It's a masculine energy, you know. You got to do it, not just be emotional about it, you know. It's not passive aggressive, you know. Okay, now we'll move on to the second elemental, the Che, the second letter in the tetragram, Che. There's a Che right there. Che is it's a window. It's elemental water. Seen, which is the Babylonian moon god. You know, it's excitement at the birth of new feelings. It's emotional because it's water energy. It's the root of water energy. All of the aces are the root of that thing because we're at number 1. We're at the beginning. So it's the root with all its potentiality and everything. It's the release of energy after a period of control. So I'm talking about not all aces. Right now I'm talking about the Ace of Cups, of course. Here we are. We have the Lord of the Rings tarot. It says, Gladriel's mirror shows many things, but wisdom lies in understanding what is shown. If you remember that part of the story. You know, that's water energy, you know. Desire to express deep feelings. Love at first sight. One-sided love. It can mean that. The feminine complement of the Ace of Wands. The Holy Grail. The roots of the powers of water. Beauty, pleasure, happiness. Source of emotion and intuition. Health, reflection. The Lotus. Emotional fulfillment. Unconditional love. Pure love. Chemistry created from destiny. New friendship. Work association, love, or possibility for romance. Receive the blessing. Just open your heart. Forgive yourself and don't judge yourself. You know, it can mean... So obviously when you do a card reading, you take the meaning of the card and you apply it to the question at hand, you know. So those are all things that it can mean. You just have to listen to your intuition and just all the forces at hand and put it together. I'm not doing the reversal meanings because I never ever get reversal cards because I'm real, you know, like I'm not sloppy with my cards. I always put them back exactly in the right order and everything. If for some reason you do get a reversal card, reverse cards just mean the opposite of that. If this means it's your emotional beginning, or like if it means like the birth of a new idea, go out and seize the moment. Like with the Ace of Wands, the reverse of that would be now's not a good time to seize the moment. Keep it to yourself, put it on the back burner, When it's a reverse, you just flip it around to mean the opposite of that. So that's elemental water. Okay, so now we have elemental air, the suit of swords. Swords is symbolized by vow. If you look here, these ones are the tarot of the Sephiroth. So that's a vow. A vow is is it a sword or a spear or whatever, something like that. So you can see this one. It's got like the olive branch. Remember the olive branch and the dove's mouth. It's the potentiality of peace, an idea that can bring peace. And then this is a palm tree. Of course, palm trees, they can stand up to a typhoon. They're real strong, so it's like resilience, And so, like all of them, remember, it's a sword just sitting there, waiting for someone to take it, It's air is like thoughts and intellectual powers. It's a masculine energy. Did I say cups is a feminine energy? Notus, Notus, the Greek south wind. It's the start of a completely new concept. The root of intellectual power. Mind over matter. A deliberate lie. Invoked as opposed to natural. A whirling force, conquest, strength through trouble. Controlled intellect. A sword waiting to be gained, piercing the heavens, pushing away the clouds of confusion. The different decks, they always show it like piercing a crown or piercing the heavens. So it's a breakthrough, the emergence of a powerful idea, an epiphany, clarity with insight. Resistant to giving up. A major victory of self-sufficiency, self-acceptance and the acceptance of others, inner peace, communication, triumph by force, or an indication to use your brain, thinking. And it's the elemental, it's the roots of those powers. So these are all seeds, So it's the intellectual seed and the birth of the idea. And then last but not least, the final Che in the tetragram. See how there's a Che right there? So remember the reason that it's Yod, Che, Vau, Che, that there's the same letter twice, is because it indicates that if the three Yod, Che, Vau are one, you'll have manifestation of form. So that's why it's another Che. You might wonder, if there's only 4 letters, why not have the 4th one be its own letter? See, but that means something. Look at this. Yod, Che, Vau, Che. It's a disc with equal length arms with each of the tetragram in it. So some say discs, some say pentacles, So it's the pentacle, you know what a pentacle is, with the 5-pointed star in the middle. None of these have it, so that's a little confusing, but Benten, the Chinese goddess of luck, it's the roots of the power of earth, the creation of matter, tangible improvement, new possibility, a new job, a win, an unexpected bonus, beginning of a practical project. And how each one is a seed, This is also a seed like all the other ones, but this is more like the sprouting seed, you know, because it's manifest, you know, the 3 or 1, and you have the final che. Beginning of a venture, a fresh start, a stroke of good fortune, money from an unexpected source, material gain, power, labor, wealth. It's in the palm of your hand. Source of form, resources, targeted growth. You know, it's not a good time to give a loan because it's just the beginning. You know, it's just a new baby with a need for deep nourishment, unsatisfied desires, wild oats that need sowing, cravings and yearnings. The universe is full of abundance. And you can have some too. It's an opportunity, a path to money. Nourish the seed, trust the process. Grounded. It can mean a pregnancy. It's the beginning of something that's manifest, or that's good, you know, well on its way to manifesting. Okay, so that is the Aces card. So obviously next I will do the 2 of each suit. And of course the Aces are the 1 of each suit.